Hello everybody and welcome to another Cybernetics TV production. I'm your host Insane Rabbi, and joining me today we have Marty McFly, not the one from the videos, the movies, but actually the one in our live stream. He wanted to ask a few questions about last game and hopefully during this game as well. So he's going to come in, hopefully throw out some questions that maybe the common viewer, you guys out there, are wanting to know. So he's going to be asking some questions during this game. We're trying this out. Tell us what you think of it. This is IEM Game 2 of the finals, IdrA versus MorroW, and I think we're good to go. 5 seconds, as always, in the replay for those of you following along on the live cast. Snoop, you ready to go? All right, 3, 2, 1, go, and we're off. So, last game, something I wanted to touch on. I felt IdrA conceded a little early there. I actually double-checked the harvester count at the end of the game. 54 harvesters for the Terran player, 27 or 25 for IdrA. So it pretty much was GG. Terran had a stable, 2-base economy. Zerg was pretty much out of the game. I mean, he was definitely at a disadvantage, but I felt maybe IdrA, considering there's a lot of money and it's the finals, may want to try and play it out. But instead, he chose to save his strength, focus up, game 2, come back strong. Now, questions about the last game, Marty. Did you have any, or did you just want to talk about this upcoming game?
Well, I guess the big thing really was, as I'm mostly a silver player myself, and normally when I'm doing Marine Marauder, I usually try to go tech up to, medevacs just because it makes sense to me, just to have some kind of backup. But I see last game he just went straight Marine Marauder, and I guess my question is it what decision do you have to make? Be like, okay, I'm gonna just do Marine Marauder, or okay, I'm gonna tech up to medevac. At what point do you decide?
Right. I think what was going through MorroW's head, obviously, although I am a high-level diamond player, I am not anywhere near the understanding of these guys. Which, hey, if you are a top-tier StarCraft player, Day 9, Tasteless, this is out to you guys and such, please feel free to apply to be a commentator and high-level analysis for a lot of these games and stuff. We'd love to have you guys. But I'm going to go ahead and give the best explanation I can. If I'm wrong, comment it. Tell me why I'm wrong, members of Team Liquid, or whoever has probably a better understanding of this game than I do. Nevertheless, what I feel it is when Terran play aggressive against Zerg are forced to constantly build defensive units. And by the way, we do see the gas pool first again from IdrA, and then a supply depot racks coming out from the Terran player quick orbital command. What I feel happens is when you constantly keep pressure on the Zerg, they're forced to build units as opposed to drones. And by doing this, they can never macro up. They can never really get that good saturation of drones. If MorroW was to spend the time teching up to medevacs, he wouldn't have had nearly as big a ball of units to push out and put aggressive pressure on IdrA all throughout the game, especially like early and then towards the middle of the game, and even at the 12-13 minute mark. He wouldn't have had enough units to force IdrA to constantly build roaches and zerglings and banelings, but instead IdrA could have built drones and kind of come back into the game. When you have a ball of banelings barreling into Marine Marauder, no amount of medevacs is really going to help you if they instantly kill a good amount of them. Sure, a lot of medevacs are going to be helpful for the Marauders, but really you're going to lose a lot of your Marine count, and it just pushes back the timing window of when you can be aggressive, and it allows the Zerg a potential chance to get back into the game.
Right.
Basically, larvae management, I believe, is the technical term of what most people would say. You have to choose as Zerg. Oh, Reaper actually coming out for MorroW. He's doing some work on the natural expansion of the Zerg player. IdrA in a bit of trouble here. I don't believe Zergling speed is done yet. It is not. He has to sit there and wait. The Queen, look how slow it is off of creep. Same with the Zerglings. There's nothing they can do to that Reaper. Reaper actually backing up here. I don't know why. And it does look as though 2 more racks, the same build, coming out from MorroW. 2 more racks is going down. And 2 more tech labs. So we are going to see the abusive Reaper opening yet again. And how dare I say abusive? I'm a Terran player myself. Correction. What an awesome Reaper opening coming out from MorroW. That is a joke for all of you people out there that don't get the sarcasm. Nevertheless, yeah, larvae management. with the larvae, they either have to produce drones or attacking units, whereas Terran and Protoss can build SCVs and probes while building attacking units from barracks and gateways and such. So we do have Zerglings coming out. Zergling speed is done. Reapers need to be careful here. Kind of caught. They're going to go ahead. They're going to get down, though, and come back up. Trying to use that Zelnaga Cavern. Good micro by MorroW here. And it looks as though the Zerglings are going to have to back up. But IdrA doing a lot better right now than he did last game. Roach Den, or Roach Warren. I don't know why I call it a Roach Den. It's a Hydra Den and a Roach Warren. Okay. Main hatch, though, almost completed, almost a layer, so he's going to be able to get that Roach speed out, hopefully, very soon. We do see a lot more Reapers coming in from MorroW now, and another 2 sets of Raxus coming in. This is absurd. Is he going to build both tech labs? Because I would probably cry myself to sleep if he does. We'll check back in a little bit. We do have Roaches coming out, though, for IdrA now. And, yeah, action picking up. So sorry to kind of cut off on the larvae management. Force them to build attacking units. Force a Zerg to build attacking units, and they can never drone up. They can never drone up, no matter if they're on 2 bases, 3 bases, 4 bases. If they only have 20 drones, it's not a big deal. So, I guess, does that answer your question? Do you have anything else, or?
Nah, I think that about covers it. I mean, really, you know, it makes sense. You know, obviously any good StarCraft player is going to try to take out, you know, their other team's drones and whatnot. So, you know, just, I mean, I'm a Terran player myself, so just, makes sense.
Awesome. All right, and we do have the Reapers coming in, doing some work. MorroW needs to be careful. He is on creep. Zergling's going to get a good surround off here. He might lose a lot of Reapers. I take it back. The Zergling's just melting to these Reapers, given MorroW did lose 2 or 3 there, but it's not enough. MorroW coming in with 13 Reapers now. These Roaches just... Oh, speed, I didn't even check. Speed is about 3/4 of the way done. They're trying to do some work on this creep. MorroW losing a Reaper or 2 here and there, and just doing some work on these Roaches. And wow, look at this, just back-kiting over and over. These Roaches trying to do just some sort of a defense. And you know what, MorroW actually playing a little bit sloppy here, losing a lot more Reapers than I would have liked to have seen. And once Roach speed is done, I don't think MorroW has enough. The second command center yet again being put down in his main. This is basically the exact same build we saw last time coming out of MorroW from Game 1. It worked on Zelnaga Caverns. This map with a pretty big natural expansion, or the choke at the natural expansion. I would assume it plays pretty similar given it is a 4-player map as opposed to a 2-player map, but rush distances from the 12 o'clock position to the 2 o'clock position are about the same as the Zelnaga Caverns rush distance, and the way the natural's laid out, the way the main's kind of laid out, I'd say it plays very similar. So the question is, are we going to see a similar ending? I don't know. A lot of Marauders coming out now, though, for MorroW. I think he feels his Reaper timing window is pretty much over. And I'd have to agree with him on that. Now the question is, does IdrA know the Reapers or the Marauders are coming? I think he does. Look at the Zergling count of IdrA here. He's got quite a bit. Let's take a look at the army. Go ahead. Oh, no, not army. Not production. It's units. I am not a bright one here when it comes to replay casting for StarCraft 2. Still learning it. Still working on it. And we will be getting the mod that actually hides the replay bar as well, so it doesn't give you guys the time of the entire game. We know that sucks. We apologize. Working on that. Like we said, still learning how to cast these replays, but it's only going to get better and better. So, Overseer coming into the Terran's base, and lots of Marines, lots of Marauders coming out for MorroW. He does have his natural expansion up. 35 Zerglings, only 7 Roaches, and we do see 13 Marauders and 6 Reapers, 6 Marines coming out for MorroW. He's going to have to back up here. Looks like this game is going to progress into a pretty standard 2 base versus 2 base versus 2 base. Zerg needs to take that 3rd base though relatively soon, in my opinion. We'll see what happens. And yeah, just a lot of Marines, a lot of Marauders, and a lot of Reapers coming out for MorroW. This is getting to be a pretty deadly force. Look at IdrA. Wow, excuse me, water coming up on me here. Look at IdrA and this arc, this concave that he has. Day 9 talks about this all day, about just great concaves. Usually he's referring to ranged units, but even in this situation... Oh, IdrA coming out here trying to pick off... No, he's not going to try and pick off the Reapers. But he does need to get a very good surround on the Reapers and the Marine Marauder force. Mutalisks are out.
Ooh,
you can see the Spire coming out. Stim goes off. I don't know if this is going to be enough, though. MorroW, try and pick off the Marines here. I would assume it would be IdrA's tactic. You pick off all these Marines, which it looks like he's done. Only Reapers and Marauders remain. We do have 5 Mutalisks still alive. He's going to have to retreat them. Reapers trying to come in, do a little bit of work, but no, I think that you're just kind of chilling there. And great job. I didn't even see the Spire go down. Where is it? Oh, it's right there in between his natural and his main. Go Rabbi, learn to replay cast, ladies.